So if you're like me and you watch a lot of videos by Lunch Club, The Misfits, and other similar channels, you've probably seen the company YouTooz advertised in their videos. If you don't know what YouTooz is, it's a YouTube merch company that specializes in making vinyl figures of YouTooz and memes. They look similar to pop vinyls, but they don't have square heads and black soulless eyes. YouTooz has been around for a year, and they have grown tremendously over that time. They've signed deals with PBS, Kraft Heinz, Sony, and more to make figures. Just a few days ago, they randomly dropped a Boogie with a Hoodie YouTooz. Somehow, YouTooz has grown so much in one year that they are now rivaling pop vinyls and inspiring other people to start their own companies like Pog Vinyl and Soft Surf. However, YouTooz also has its fair share of problems. I don't think a lot of people are talking about it. Many figures YouTooz has released have come with numerous defects. Some examples were Doge, who had an entirely different color scheme from the example on the website. Skeppy, whose head was a much darker blue than the prototype. Traves, whose legs were blue, and Jacksepticeye, whose figure was probably colored in by a bunch of kindergartners. Those are the most notable examples and the ones that YouTooz has actually sent out replacements for. But there are a few other minor instances, such as Ludwig's hair being slightly darker than on the website, and C-Scoop occasionally coming with a few extra wheels on his skateboard. All these misprints represent a pretty big problem with YouTooz, which is that their quality control isn't very good. It's not just one or two figures that are having defects, it is sometimes an entire stock of YouTooz. On Reddit, YouTooz did say that they are going to improve their quality control. We just have to wait and see if this statement is true or not. If their quality stays the same, it is possible that brands that would have wanted to work with them will get scared off with how downright bad some of the misprints are. Another problem with YouTooz is that YouTooz has incredibly long wait times in between ordering figures and receiving figures. Now this does make a little bit of sense, as when you buy a YouTooz figure when it first comes out, you are pre-ordering the figure. However, when you buy the figure, it usually takes 3 or even 4 months to actually arrive at your house. I bought my C-Scoop YouTooz on February 1st of this year. It took 3 months to arrive at my house. This is insane, especially because on the site it said that the figure would ship between March 30th and April 10th. Also, it wasn't coronavirus that slowed down the shipping either. Other figures were affected by coronavirus, but C-Scoop was not one of them. It just shipped really slow. Another example of really slow shipping was the Arthur figure. I ordered my Arthur when it came out on April 17th, and it came a month later. On the surface, this seems really good, as that was 3 times as fast as my C-Scoop figure. However, the thing about Arthur is that it wasn't a pre-order. They had already made all the figures, and all I had to do was send them out. And it somehow took a month to do so. Again, Arthur wasn't delayed unlike some of the other figures, so I have no clue why it is taking so long. Also, it's not like you can just wait a few months to pre-order and then have it come in a month. YouTooz tend to sell out fast, as was the case with C-Scoop and the third figure I got, Motivational Lizard. This slow delivery doesn't seem to be getting better either, while a few figures like Preston Plaza's 2 figures do seem to be shipping somewhat quickly. Other figures are not. Boogie with the Hoodies figure was released on June 27th, and the shipping date is between October 1st and 9th, and if we are going on YouTooz time, it's possible that there is going to be a 4-month gap in between when you can pre-order and when it actually ships. There's one last thing I want to talk about with YouTooz, which is that I'm pretty sure they just straight up lied for absolutely no reason. A while back, Twomad was talking about how YouTooz gave him a bad contract and talked badly about them during a stream. YouTooz responded and refuted some of his points, but they also just straight up lied for no reason. They said Twomad didn't even sell 1,000 figures, but I highly doubt that's the case. Usually, YouTooz will save figures stocked with 1,000 figures or under for very specific drops. I believe the only confirmed figures that have 1,000 or less stocked figures are Gypsy the Dog, a figure made by a person on the YouTooz subreddit, Raccoon Eggs, a YouTuber who hadn't posted anything in months, Vision of V, a Twitter user of 20k followers, Austin, a figure YouTooz released of themselves for charity, and Carson Do a Handstand, a super rare Call Me Carson figure that came upside down. Twomad does not fit in with this group. He wasn't a dead or very small channel when his figure was released. His main channel had over 1 million subscribers when his figure was released, and he was pretty popular at that time. His figure wasn't anything special either. Not only that, but Toby Andatelli had 3,000 figures stocked, and he had substantially less subscribers at the time of his release. Toby even sold out pretty quickly, so it makes no sense why YouTooz would stock Twomad at having under 1,000 figures. If YouTooz is telling the truth, it still makes no sense why they would stock a pretty popular YouTuber so low, especially since Twomad took a month to sell out, but there isn't any reason to lie about this either. So those are my critiques on YouTooz. I do think YouTooz is a good company with good intentions, but if they want to compete long term, they're going to have to fix the misprints and slow delivery times. If you liked the video, remember to like and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you in the next video.